This is a third and fourth stimulus check update. The IRS just announced that 2 million Americans received their stimulus check this week. And if you haven't received your stimulus check yet, the IRS also announced a new payment date. I'll give you all those details. Republicans have announced their own infrastructure plan that will cost around $650 billion compared to President Biden's $2.2 trillion plan. And Democrats are still fighting for the recurring fourth stimulus check to be in the infrastructure plan. Two plans so far. There's one that's giving $1,000 per month, and the other is giving $2,000 per month. I'll give you those details. Then I'll answer the questions you leave for me in the comments. I hope you're having a great day so far. If you appreciate these straight to the point updates, then hit the like button down below. So I want to get your opinion on this huge announcement that just came out yesterday. So President Biden announces that troops will leave Afghanistan by September 11th, saying it's time to end America's longest war. And basically saying that Americans have been there for 20 years and there's nothing else to be done there. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. Should the troops come home or remain in Afghanistan? On the other side of that, the Republicans' perspective, they're saying that Biden's Afghanistan withdrawal plan is dumber than dirt. Mitch McConnell goes on to say that precipitously withdrawing U.S. forces from Afghanistan is a grave mistake. It is a retreat in the face of an enemy. Foreign terrorists will not leave the United States alone simply because our politicians have grown tired of taking the fight to them. So with the Republicans' perspective added to it, now that you get both sides, let me know. Troops come home or should they remain in Afghanistan? I'm really curious about your thoughts on that. Let's go over third stimulus check news really quick, then we'll get into fourth stimulus check and infrastructure news. So the IRS sent 2 million stimulus checks to Social Security and VA beneficiaries this week. So this is from the official IRS announcement right here. It just came out yesterday, April 14th, saying that approximately 159 million payments have been sent so far, and stimulus checks are still going out. So if you haven't received it yet, they're still sending out more. So I'm going to save you some time. I'm just going to give you the key details of this long update from them. So basically, they're saying that 320,000 payments went out to people on Veteran Affairs beneficiaries. Then there were 700,000 plus up payments. Totaling, it was 1.2 million direct deposits, 800,000 paper checks sent out this week. So also, if you didn't receive your stimulus check, I'm going to go over another payment date. And the IRS said that they will continue to make economic impact payments on a weekly basis. So if you didn't receive it yet, they're still going to send out more stimulus checks. Kathy Krastowski says, got mine today. Get my payment said it will be mailed on the 16th. And here it is on the 14th. Congrats to you. But it looks like the April 16th is the paper mail out date. So if you didn't receive your stimulus check yet, it could be in the mail. And if it is going to be mailed out on the 16th, it may not come until early May because there have been delays with the third stimulus check. Moving on, let's talk about the fourth stimulus check. So a poll came out saying that 65% of Americans are in support of recurring $2,000 stimulus checks. And out of that, 41% said that they strongly support the idea, while 24% said that they somewhat support it. Let me know down in the comments below, are you in strongly support of a $2,000 per month stimulus check or somewhat in support of it? Let me know what you think about that. And then 32% oppose the $2,000 per month stimulus check. 14% strongly oppose of that. Now, in terms of the fourth stimulus check, Senate Democrats as well as House Democrats are still trying to push for the $2,000 or recurring stimulus checks to go into the infrastructure plan. So Senator Ed Markey, Elizabeth Warren are pushing President Biden for $2,000 monthly stimulus checks. This is one plan, one of two plans. So this is supported by 21 Senate Democrats who want this recurring stimulus check. And in the House, there's a separate plan. So this is introduced by Representative Rashida Tlaib as well as Pramila Jayapal. So this stimulus check plan will give $2,000 and then upfront and then $1,000 recurring monthly payments. Let me know down in the comments below, which stimulus check plan do you like better? Just a regular $2,000 per month or the $2,000 upfront and then $1,000 until the pandemic is over? I'm curious about about your thoughts on that. So far, it hasn't gained much traction. They're trying to get it in the infrastructure plan, but Republicans are probably not going to support that because Republicans came out with their own infrastructure plan of $650 billion. I'm going to go more into detail on that. First, here is a clip from President Biden that he just released yesterday about the infrastructure plan.
We built America by doing big things, by thinking big, doing it together. We built the interstate highway system. We went to the moon. But then we stopped. Since the 1980s, public domestic investment has fallen substantially. What do we have to show for it? Crumbling bridges and roads, millions of Americans without safe drinking water, and an internet barely available to the huge swath of the country. Last week, I released the American Jobs Plan, and I want to talk about it for a few minutes with you. But first, I want to talk to you about why investing in our country matters. When we've invested in America in innovation, we've been rewarded beyond imagination. Take the space race. Now, everybody knows we went to the moon. It was an achievement not just for our country, but for the world. Our investment yielded a return far greater than landing on the moon. Baby food, digital camera sensors, airplane wing designs, satellites, all of these things came out of the money spent on space research. When we invested in the interstate highway system, we changed the way people travel and how we lived. Suddenly, a family could visit anyone across the country in a station wagon. A business in Pittsburgh could ship things more efficiently across the country to Portland. Since then, research from the federal government has led to innovations like GPS, lithium batteries, the technology behind the very phone you might be watching this on. I raise these things not to have government take credit. Lots of brilliant people in the public and private sector have contributed to our country's progress. But that's the point. The worst thing you can do is bet against the ingenuity of the American people. When we stop investing in research, infrastructure, and jobs of the future, you can bet someone else will do that investment we're not doing. For too long, America has been falling back. The rest of the world is closing in on us fast. I'm asking you not just to support the bill in Congress or a government program. I'm asking you to imagine a world where you and your family can travel coast to coast without a single tank of gas or on board a high-speed train. Imagine being able to connect to high-speed, affordable, reliable internet wherever you live. Imagine a future where we lead the world and tackle the looming threat of climate change and with American jobs and ingenuity. This isn't a hypothetical proposition. This is a plan. It can happen. It's my American Jobs Plan, and you can check it out on my website. This moment in the economy calls for America, not just the private sector, but the public sector, all of us to do our part. This can be a moment that America wins the future. It's going to take every American to get there. So let's do big things, think big. There's nothing beyond our capacity.
So are you all pumped up for infrastructure now? Let me know what you think about that clip. Republicans are going to counteroffer President Biden's infrastructure plan with a $650 billion infrastructure proposal compared to the $2.2 trillion spending plan by President Biden, which he was just talking about. So this Republican proposal, we don't have the details yet. They said that they may release it in May, which is just a couple of weeks away. According to one of the Senate Republicans, he says, "What I'd like to do is get back to what I consider the regular definition of infrastructure in terms of job creation. That's roads, bridges, ports, airports, including broadband into that, water infrastructure." So this is what the Republicans wanted. They said that they just want traditional infrastructure, not human infrastructure or care infrastructure, which is what the Democrats are proposing in their bigger plan, which is going to provide more social programs compared to just jobs and infrastructure. So as soon as I found out more information about this GOP proposal, I'll let you know. Looks like there could be a long negotiation between Democrats and Republicans if the Democrats decide not to do the reconciliation process, which so far President Biden wants to work with Republicans and not do the reconciliation as he did with the American Rescue Plan. Also, Democrats want to have traveler fees fund the infrastructure project. So originally, Democrats want to raise the corporate tax rate from 21% to 28%, as well as tax the rich to pay for this $2.2 trillion plan. And what some Democrats are saying is they want to fund the project by, let's say, tolls on roads, tolls on bridges, and then that could help pay for infrastructure. This is just an idea being thrown out, nothing concrete yet. As soon as I find out more information about infrastructure, any social programs such as the $200 increase in Social Security, $15,000 house credit, all those type of social programs, I'm covering all that, as well as fourth stimulus check. Subscribe to the channel if you want to know the latest on those programs, and I'll keep you updated. Next, I'm going to answer the questions you leave for me in the comments. If you want me to answer a question, just type the word question, and I'll be able to search for it. Then I'll potentially answer it in the next video. Tanya Jelks asks, how do we go about getting information to be enrolled in this student loan forgiveness? At this time, there isn't much more information about student loan forgiveness. They're just kind of promoting it, saying the Senate Democrats want $50,000 and President Biden said he wants $10,000. So far, no details. As soon as I find out more, I'll let you know. Joyce Burns asks, how would you get the second $600 if I am a self-dependent payment if you haven't gotten it yet? So if you didn't get the second $600 stimulus check yet, I would recommend filing a tax return, and then you could claim it as a rebate recovery credit. So that's how you would get that. Renee Hatch, any updates about the home buyer credit in the new stimulus bill? I've heard only minimal information. So the home buyer credit, $200 increase in Social Security, student loan forgiveness. So I think a lot of those social programs are going to be in the American Family Plan, which is the second part of the infrastructure bill, which is supposed to be released any day now. But we don't have any details on the home buyer credit yet. Rochelle asks, when will the new infrastructure bill be proposed or voted on? That's a great question. As I've been covering the news and Congress and politicians, it seems like they have no care in the world, no sense of urgency. They take forever on everything. I mean, they're getting their six-figure salary. They're taking 1 to 2 weeks of vacation every month. But yeah, I guess there's no sense of urgency for voting. So we don't know the date yet. As soon as I find out, I'll let you know. That is all the stimulus news I have for you today. To hopefully brighten your day a bit, here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is a tip of the day. I want to tell you the one thing when you feel sad, you have to do something that you really want to make you feel better or make you feel true. Or you can also, if you help somebody, then you'll feel even better or something. Or if something's really into you and you're really feeling good, you should do that as well. Bye, this is Bella. This was the tip of the day.
And if you want to learn some unique ways of how to make money from home, click this video over here. It's on my Wise Sense channel. I go over different ways of how to make money with $0 up front, how you could start making money today just from the internet. So you could do this on any device that you're watching this video on, a phone, a laptop. As long as you have an internet connection and a little creativity and some willingness to get some stuff done, you can make money from home. So click this video if you want to learn some ways how, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.